Hey everyone, it's Jen, and let's be honest, managing money can feel like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded, right? But here's the deal. Financial freedom? It's not some elusive unicorn reserved for the wealthy. It's about taking control of your money. And today we're going to talk about how to do just that by plugging those pesky money leaks that are draining your bank account. We're diving deep into budgeting, but not just any budgeting. I'm talking about finding those hidden cash gremlins that are silently siphoning away your hard-earned money. You know, those sneaky little expenses that you barely even notice individually, but they add up faster than you can say overdraft fee. The truth is, most people have no clue where their money actually goes. They just know that at the end of the month, their bank account is looking emptier than a magician's hat after a show. That's why tracking your spending and identifying those sneaky money leaks is like finding the secret cheat code to winning with your finances. Okay, let's get real for a second. Do you actually know where your money's going every single month? I'm not talking about a vague idea, but down to the last dollar. Trust me, I get it. Looking at your bank statements can feel about as appealing as a root canal. But just like that trip to the dentist, it's crucial for your financial health. This is non-negotiable, guys. We're talking bank statements, credit card bills, online shopping receipts, even those crumpled up ATM withdrawal slips. Gather everything. I want you to feel a little bit like a financial detective because that's what we're going to be, uncovering the mysteries of your spending habits. Once you have your mountain of financial documents, it's time to get those highlighters out. I'm serious. Go through each item and highlight everything that makes you cringe a little. That $5 daily latte? Highlight it. That impulsive online shopping spree? You guessed it, highlight it. Now I know what you're thinking. Jen, I already know I buy too much coffee, but trust me, seeing it all laid out in black and white, or maybe highlighter yellow, will give you a much-needed wake-up call. It's like holding up a mirror to your spending habits, and sometimes the reflection can be a little, shall we say, eye-opening. But don't worry, this isn't about beating yourself up for past spending. This exercise is about awareness. It's about understanding your current financial situation so you can make positive changes moving forward. Remember, you can't fix what you don't acknowledge, right? Now that you've come face-to-face with your spending, it's time to bring some order to the chaos. We're going to categorize your expenses, because just like in a well-organized pantry, everything needs its place. First up, we've got your fixed expenses. These are the financial obligations that stay relatively the same each month. Think rent or mortgage payments, car payments, those pesky utility bills. These are the non-negotiables, the essentials that keep a roof over your head and the lights on. Next, we have your variable expenses. These are the ones that fluctuate each month, like groceries, gas, and entertainment. Now, this is where things can get a little tricky because these categories are highly dependent on your lifestyle. And finally, we have the discretionary expenses. These are the non-essential ones. Things like dining out, vacations, that new gadget you've had your eye on. This category is often the first place to look when you need to free up some cash in your budget. Now, you can do this the old-fashioned way with a notebook and pen, but personally, I'm all about leveraging technology. There are tons of amazing budgeting apps out there that can do the heavy lifting for you. Remember, categorizing your expenses isn't about deprivation, it's about awareness and control. It's about knowing where your money is going so you can make conscious decisions about your spending. Let's face it, manually tracking every penny can feel like a chore. And who has time for that? Thankfully, we live in the age of technology, and there's a whole world of budgeting apps ready to become your new financial best friend. Seriously, these apps are about to rock your world. They connect directly to your bank accounts and credit cards, automatically categorizing your transactions so you don't have to painstakingly go through every single purchase. Talk about a game changer, right? There are tons of options out there, but some of my personal favorites are Mint, YNAB, You Need a Budget, and Personal Capital. Each app has its own unique features and benefits, so it's worth trying out a few to see which one best fits your style. Now, I know some of you might be hesitant to connect your financial accounts to an app, and I get it. Security is super important. Rest assured, these apps use bank-level encryption to protect your data, but it's always wise to do your own research and choose a reputable app with strong security measures in place. Trust me, once you start using a budgeting app, you'll wonder how you ever lived without one. It's like having a personal finance assistant in your pocket, keeping you accountable and on track with your financial goals. Now comes the fun part. Well, maybe not fun in the traditional sense, but definitely the most eye-opening. It's time to put on our detective hats and uncover those sneaky money leaks that are draining your bank account. We're talking about those small, recurring expenses that often fly under the radar. Think subscription boxes you don't use anymore, that gym membership you haven't stepped foot in for months, or even those daily trips to the coffee shop that are slowly but surely emptying your wallet. These leaks might seem insignificant on their own, but they can add up to a significant amount of money over time. Imagine what you could do with an extra $50, $100, or even $200 a month. That's money that could be going towards your savings goals, paying down debt, or even just giving you some breathing room in your budget. So, how do you actually find these leaks? It's all about being brutally honest with yourself and analyzing your spending habits. Remember that detailed breakdown of your expenses we did earlier? Now's the time to really scrutinize each category. Go through your bank statements, credit card bills, and any other financial records you have. Look for recurring charges that you can live without, subscriptions you're not fully utilizing, or areas where you can easily cut back. Now that you have a clear understanding of your spending habits and have identified those pesky money leaks, it's time to take action. This is where the rubber meets the road, where we turn awareness into action and start making real progress towards your financial goals. Remember, your budget isn't meant to be a restrictive straitjacket, but rather a flexible tool that empowers you to make conscious decisions about your money. It's about aligning your spending with your values and priorities. Look for areas where you can realistically cut back without feeling deprived. Maybe you can try cooking at home more often instead of dining out, negotiate a better rate on your car insurance, or find free or low-cost alternatives to your expensive hobbies. The key here is to be realistic and specific. Don't just say, "I'm going to cut back on eating out." Instead, set a specific goal, like limiting restaurant meals to twice a week or allocating a certain amount of money for dining out each month. And remember, this is a process, not a race. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results overnight. The important thing is to stay consistent and keep making adjustments as needed. Okay, now that you've got a handle on your spending and plugged those money leaks, let's talk about everyone's favorite word, savings. Building a healthy savings account is crucial for financial security, and it doesn't have to be painful. One of my favorite strategies is automating your savings. Set up a system where a certain amount of money is automatically transferred from your checking account to your savings account each month. It's like paying yourself first. And the best part is, you won't even miss the money. Another great way to boost your savings is to embrace the power of frugality. Now, I'm not talking about living like a minimalist or depriving yourself of life's little pleasures. It's about being mindful of your spending and finding creative ways to save money without sacrificing your lifestyle. Think meal prepping instead of eating out, exploring free or low-cost entertainment options, or becoming a master at finding deals and discounts. There are tons of resources available online and through apps that can help you save money on everything from groceries and clothing to travel and entertainment. Remember, small changes can add up to big savings over time. So get creative, have fun with it, and watch your savings grow. Congratulations! You've come a long way in mastering your budget and plugging those money leaks. But here's the thing about personal finance. It's not a set it and forget it kind of deal. It's an ongoing process that requires regular attention and adjustments. Life is constantly changing. You might get a raise, experience unexpected expenses, or your financial goals might evolve. That's why it's so important to review and adjust your budget regularly. Personally, I like to do a monthly budget check-in. I sit down with my trusty budgeting app, go through my income and expenses, and make any necessary adjustments. It's a chance to see what's working, what's not, and make sure I'm still on track to reach my financial goals. Think of it like going to the doctor for a checkup. You wouldn't wait until you're seriously ill to seek medical attention, right? The same goes for your finances. Regular check-ins help you stay on top of your game, catch potential issues early on, and make sure you're still heading in the right direction. Remember, managing your money effectively isn't about being perfect. It's about being proactive and making conscious choices that align with your financial goals. And there you have it. We've covered a lot of ground today, from understanding your spending habits and identifying money leaks to using technology and implementing smart saving strategies. Remember, taking control of your finances doesn't have to be overwhelming. Start by downloading a budgeting app. Seriously, do it right now. I'm not even kidding. Pause the video, go download one, and leave a comment below saying, "Just downloaded a budgeting app." It's the first step towards taking control of your money and achieving your financial goals. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos that help you master your finances. Thanks for watching, and happy budgeting!